The Johnny Henderson Grand Annual. This is, well, I think we might, Danny, have been put away if Madara runs here.
Well, I don't think we've been put away. I think the owners obviously were very, very jubilant, so to say, after winning at the DRF. They maybe had a few too many Guinness, and we're talking where they wanted to go, and that was obviously in the plate. So from what they've said, well, from what Sophie Leach has come out and said is that he's going to go to the Grand Annual. And to be perfectly honest, I think that it would probably suit him better as far as I'm concerned, especially around here if it's going to be soft ground. But you'd have to be impressed with that performance last time. Gone up £10 for that. But yeah, I think Madara is going to be tough to beat if he turns up here. He is only 5. You've got my mate Mozzie in here as well. I think my mate Mozzie is going to be tough to beat at the head of the market. But yeah, if you're looking for an each way play, then I'll stick with Madara.
Okay, all right, George.
Yeah, I'd be fairly keen on Madara too. Like, he's gone up £10, so I'd like to see the angle where we're going to draw a bit more improvement out of him. So I'd probably rather see him in the plate than here, just because it gives you that feeling that, right, he might find another few pound out of somewhere for the extra trip. I'll wait and see where he runs, but for now, my main play in this would be Liberty Hunter. Beat the now 148 rated Matata last time out on a new course and somehow gets here off 139. He beat Krabilly in a novice hurdle last season, who's now rated 140 over fences, 134 over hurdles. Sort of further shows that this mark could be a little on the low side. It's his only entry at the festival, and he's won on everything from good to soft to heavy. He's only had 3 starts over fences. So there could be a lot more improvement to come. I'd be all over him at 12-1.
Very nice. Dawn?
Yeah, I really like Madara. I mean, I went into the one time I moved away and went into the bar and actually watched this on the screen at DRF with a couple of the guys from some of the other Twitter racing spheres, and they tried to tell me that Gavin Cromwell's second was going to beat Madara, and they got quieter and quieter as Madara came along. And James Reevely is some weapon in the saddle. I mean, he's just fantastic. And this horse was second in a claiming chase at Otay as well. Only went down by a neck. So this horse knows how to fight. He's super impressive. And he won a handicap in December at Cheltenham. So you'd be silly to leave him alone at 10-1. I also like, and I've mentioned him a couple of times, now he was disappointing last time to Dancing Jeremy at Turles last week. I just don't think it was the real horse that showed up. He went over your side of the pond. He was tired, but he had a lot of weight. King of PRs here. He won 3 on the bounce. He was bred by Davy Russell and his dad. He did have a great win at Listowel. Again, Listowel is another place that you pick good horses out of. But I think he's like 20-1 or something. And I think he's worth decent each way play, like 20-1, letting him go off at that. And I did mention him on, I think, the pod here once or twice over the season, that he was definitely one to keep on side. With Gavin Cromwell, look at Gavin Cromwell's strike rate at Cheltenham this season anyway. So both of them at value, Madara and King of PRs. So I'd be ballsy enough to say, you know, Madara to win here and King of PRs for a bit of value.
Okay,
Should he show?
Yeah, just a couple of things to note. Only 2 of the last 16 winners won on their last start, so that doesn't do Madara much good. You want something that probably ran in the Grand Annual before, and a lot of them have had prep runs over hurdles before. So I haven't looked through the race properly, but if there's any of those in there,
you could have said that before I started speaking.
I wanted to say it afterwards, so just in case you picked anything out that fit those trends. But
I'll just say to the listeners, King of PRs is on Betfair, Paddy Power, and Sky Bet. It's 40s.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I mean, that is value, and I would take it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tasty.
Okay.
Although
Right.
you're anti-posters.